It's another Manic Monday on December 30th in the United States of America, and in this breaking story, Donald Trump has got a severe problem he's going to have to solve with his bromance bestie, Elon Musk, who is officially a national security risk. And I'm going to show you that breaking story in just a few seconds. But we have to understand, we're dealing with a president-elect who's in the back pocket in ways of the richest man in the world, who's in the back pocket in ways of China, and a president-elect, Donald Trump, who loves China. Remember?
I like China. I just sold an apartment for $15 million to somebody from China. Am I supposed to dislike them? I own a big chunk of the Bank of America building in 1290 Avenue of the Americas that I got from China in a war. Very valuable. I love China. The biggest bank in the world is from China. You know where their United States headquarters is located? In this building, in Trump Tower. I love China. People say, oh, you don't like China. No, I love them. But their leaders are much smarter than our leaders.
And then take a listen to what they said together, and Trump, gushing to Elon about how great he is. Check this out.
I think it would be great to just have a government efficiency commission that takes a look at these things and just ensures that the taxpayer money, the taxpayers' hard-earned money, is spent in a good way. And I'd be happy to help out on such a commission.
I'd love it
if it were formed.
Well, you're the greatest cutter. I mean, I look at what you do. You walk in and you just say, you want to quit? They go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike and you say, that's okay. You're all gone. You're all gone. So every one of you is gone, and you are the greatest. You would be very good. Oh, you would love it.
And we can't sustain ourselves with that. There's too much. It's like take the New England Patriots and Tom Brady and have them play your high school football team. That's the difference between China's leaders and our leaders. They are ripping us. We are rebuilding China. We're rebuilding many countries. China, you go there now, roads, bridges, schools, you never saw anything like it. They have bridges that make the George Washington Bridge look like small potatoes. And they're all over the place. We have all the cards, but we don't know how to use them. We don't even know that we have the cards because our leaders don't understand the game. We could turn off that spigot by charging them tax until they behave properly.
While Russia is certainly one of the two largest adversaries we have, the main one is China, for a whole ton of reasons. And in this breaking story, when you have a retired lieutenant of the Army calling you flat out a national security risk, America, we have to stand up and listen. Here is the breaking story. Take a listen to this. New York Times breaking story. Elon Musk is a national security risk. Retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General Russell Honore writes, is it now fair to ask the question, is Elon Musk a national security risk? According to numerous interviews and remarks, Mr. Musk's Department of Government Efficiency co-leader Vivek Ramaswamy once appeared to believe he was. In May of 2023, Mr. Ramaswamy went so far as to publicly state, in quotes, I have no reason to think Elon won't jump like a circus monkey when Xi Jinping calls in at the hour of need, a reference to China's leader. In a separate X post targeting Mr. Musk, he wrote, the U.S. needs leaders who aren't in China's pocket. Mr. Ramaswamy has since walked back his numerous public criticisms of Mr. Musk, but he was right to raise concern. These alleged infractions are just the beginning. According to news reports, Mr. Musk and his rocket company, SpaceX, face federal reviews from the Air Force, the Defense Department's Office of Inspector General, and the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security for failing to provide details of Mr. Musk's meeting with foreign leaders and other potential violations of national security rules. These alleged infractions are just the beginning of my worries. Mr. Musk's business ventures are heavily reliant on China. He borrowed at least $1.4 billion from banks controlled by the Chinese government to help build Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory, which was responsible for more than half of Tesla's global deliveries in the third quarter of 2024. This means Mr. Musk's business dealings in China could require him to hand over sensitive classified information learned either through his business interest or his proximity to President-elect Donald Trump. No federal agency has accused him of disclosing such material, but Mr. Ramaswamy put it, China has recognized that U.S. companies are fickle. He added in quotes, if Xi Jinping says jump, they'll say how high. Mr. Musk already has a history of pleasing the Chinese Communist Party. He heaped praise on Mr. Xi to commemorate the party's 100th anniversary. In 2022, earning thanks from Chinese officials, he went to bat for the party by arguing that Taiwan should become a special administrative region of China. In May 2023, Mr. Musk also reportedly told Xinjiang, then the Chinese foreign minister, that Tesla opposed the United States decoupling from China, stating that U.S. and Chinese interests are, in quotes, intertwined like conjoined twins. Although claiming to be a free speech advocate, Mr. Musk was the first foreigner to contribute an article to China's Cyberspace, a magazine that is run by the communist regime's Internet Censorship Agency. Mr. Musk is one of Mr. Trump's top advisors. Mr. Trump may have gone so far as to reject a bipartisan congressional budget measure because it did not have Mr. Musk's stamp of approval. In November, after his election, Mr. Trump traveled to Texas to watch Mr. Musk's Starship launch. That is fine, but doing nothing to ensure America's space apparatus remains secure from potential vulnerabilities would not be. If the federal investigations demonstrate deep connections to China and Russia, the federal government should consider revoking Mr. Musk's security clearance. It should already be thinking about using alternatives to SpaceX launch services. There honestly isn't much else to say. Just try to imagine, depending on your age, your father, your grandfather, or your great-grandfather finding out that one of the people closest to the President of the United States had taken $1.4 billion from Stalin or Lenin or Brezhnev or any of the Russian leaders over our history. They would have lost their mind. I don't want you to lose your mind. I want you to stay calm. But folks, when it comes to Elon Musk, stay frosty.